Okay, so here we are at the end with our last chain space and our second last chain space. So in the second last chain space, we are not going to do 5 double crochet into there, and we have not done a single crochet into this previous single crochet either. So instead, we're going to do a single crochet into this middle chain of the chain 5, and then we're going to do 5 double crochet into the last chain space. Okay? So it's similar to what we did here at the beginning. So we have a single crochet here. We're going to skip that. We're going to work in the chain 5 here, the middle chain here, a single crochet. Then we're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like this. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing that we've done over here on the side. So we are going to begin with a single crochet in the middle between here and the next chain 5 space. So in the middle here, we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into the next space between here and the next chain 5 space. So in here, in the middle, single crochet. And then 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what we have so far. Okay, so our piece will look like this. Okay, so we're going to continue the same thing till we get to the next corner here. So in the middle here, 1 single crochet, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, 1 single crochet in the middle, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space to get to your corner. I'll meet you at your corner here. So here I am, I've made my way down to the corner, and I ended off on top of the second cluster of the 3 in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, the second one here, on top of the chain space. In the chain space on top of the second cluster, I did my 5 double crochet, and that's where I ended off. Okay, so now I am going to do my 2 front post double crochet cluster. So we're going to remember, we're going to do the 2 front post double crochet cluster around the first double crochet, the next one that we see, and the next one after that around them. So yarn over, insert your hook around the first double crochet cluster, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook around the second front post double crochet cluster, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 2. 3 loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that creates our 2 front post double crochet decrease. So we have our diamond here, right? So now the remaining of this row, very easy, you just do 5 double crochet into the next chain 3 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, and then you do a front post, then you do your 2 front post double crochet decrease around the next 2 front post double crochet. So here and here. So yarn over, insert your hook around the next front post double crochet, pull loop 3, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook around the next front post double crochet, pull loop 3, yarn over, pull through 2. 3 loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that creates your diamond. And then you're just going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. Okay, so you're going to do this until the next end here. 5 double crochet into the next chain 3 space, 2 front post double crochet decrease around the next 2 front post double crochet, 5 double crochet into the next chain 3 space, 2 front post double crochet decreaser on the next 2 front post double crochet, 5 double crochet in the next chain 3 space, 2 front post double crochet decreaser on the next 2 front post double crochet, all the way to the end. And when you get to the end, the next corner, we are going to begin working the same thing that we did here. Okay, so I'm going to recap what we did the exact same way. You're going to just repeat it on this side. So you are going to come up to here, you're working, you reach your corner. Finish your last 2 front post double crochet decrease between the first and the second cluster of the 3 clusters in the corner. So 1, 2, 3. You see here we have our 2 front post double crochet decrease. You're going to work all the way up to this spot here and complete your 2 front post double crochet decrease. Now you're going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space. Then you're going to do chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 3 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, and repeat all the way to this side here. When you get to the next corner, you're going to end off with your last single crochet into the chain 3 space that is on top of the second cluster. So the first cluster, the second cluster, the third cluster, the second cluster on top of here, this is where you're going to do in this chain 3 space your last single crochet. So you're going to keep working until here, your last single crochet. Then you're going to turn your work and work in this direction. The same thing, you're going to begin with chain 5, 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1 single crochet into the next chain 5 space, all the way to the end. That's row 2. So row 1, row 2, you're going to repeat row 3. When you get to the end of row 3, remember at the end of row 3 do we finish off with a single crochet in the beginning chain space of the previous row. So the beginning chain space of the previous row, we do a single crochet into that and finish off the row. Then we turn our work, begin row 4 with a chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and repeat to the end. And at the end of row 4 and all rows remaining, we do not do a single crochet into the chain space of the previous row. We finish in the chain space before that to do the decreases, and then we work our next row, row 5, and we continue. And then you get to the end of row 5, you do not do a single crochet into the chain space of the previous row. You do your last single crochet in the chain space before that, turn your work, and continue working. So you're going to do that until you reach your desired length. When I get to the end here, I'm going to begin the next row like normal. So I'm going to turn my work, do my chain 5, and a single crochet into the next chain space. Then I'm going to stop. Make the right side of the work, the correct side, face me like this, and we'll be here. Then I'm going to slip stitch into the stitches all the way to the end here. Now the only difference is that at the end here, we have already completed our 2 front post double crochet decrease, so we don't have to do that again. Instead, we're just going to stop right after that. 2 front post double crochet decrease, stop right after that. So we did a slip stitch, stop. You may have to do a single crochet here, you may not. Look at your piece, judge if you have to. If not, that's fine. If you do, then do it. Once you're done that, you're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. Then you're going to do a single crochet into the middle between here and the next chain 5 space, single crochet into there. Then you're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, single crochet, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, single crochet in the middle, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space to your corner. Once you get to your corner and you finish your 5 double crochet, you have this chain space here. This chain space, you're not going to do 5 double crochet into there. Instead, you are just going to do a single crochet into the middle chain of that chain, into the middle of a single crochet. Then you're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, single crochet into the next single crochet, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, single crochet into the next single crochet, all the way to the end. When you get to your corner here, it's going to be similar to this at the corner. So we have our last 2 chain 5 spaces. We would have ended off with 5 double crochet. We are not going to do a single crochet into the next single crochet. Instead, we're going to do the single crochet in the middle chain of the chain 5 here. Then we're going to do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, the last one here. Then we're going to do single crochet into the middle here, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, single crochet in the middle, 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, all the way to the corner. In the corner, we are going to end off in the chain 3 space that is on top of the second cluster. So 1, 2, 3, the second one, we're going to end off here with 5 double crochet. Then we are going to continue with our 2 front post double crochet decreases in the next 2 front post double crochet. So our decrease here, then we have our 5 double crochet, then our decrease, 5 double crochet, decrease, all the way to the end. Then that will lead you back here at the beginning. So I'm going to meet you here at the very beginning once you've completed all of that. So here we are at the end of this round. I've completed my last decrease here, and here's the beginning 5 double crochet that we did. In the beginning, chain 3, so that our first double crochet, we will slip stitch into the third chain of chain 3. So counting from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, it'll be at the top here, the third stitch of chain 3. We will slip stitch into there, like that. Now for the next round. So the next round is very easy. So the next round we will do these double crochets with the chain 3 in between, and each double crochet is separated by 5 stitches. So 1 to the top of the triangle, which is 3, 4, 5. So technically in every third double crochet of the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third one in the middle, that is where we will insert our double crochets, and then skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third one in the middle, our next double crochet. So it's going to be like that for the sides. When you get to this part here, it's going to be slightly different. So if you look on this piece here, we have our corner here, our 3 clusters in the corner, 1, 2, 3. On top of the first cluster here, we have 2 double crochets. So instead of the 1 double crochet, we have 2 double crochets with chain 3 in between. But it's the same thing, 5 stitches in between each of these groups of 2 double crochets. So same thing like here. So on top of this first cluster, the 2 double crochets again in the third double crochet of the 5 in the middle. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way to the next corner. In the next corner we have our 3 clusters, 1, 2, 3. The last one here, we have our last group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in the between, and then after that we do 1 double crochet till our next side here, which will be the same thing. The first cluster we have our 2. You do all of this with 2, and then 1, 2, 3, the third one with 2, and then you just repeat with 1. So that's going to be the pattern all the way around. So let's begin. So here we have our cluster, our 3 clusters in the corner, 1, 2, 3. At the top of this first cluster here in the 5 double crochet, the third double crochet of the 5 in the middle here, that is where we will do our group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between. So we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches at the top, 1, 2, to bring our yarn to the center one here. Now that we've done that, we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this chain 6 acts as our first double crochet plus our chain 3 space. So we're going to do 1 double crochet back into the same stitch at the top here. And that'll complete our first group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between. Now we're going to chain 3 and skip the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Skip the next 5. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the top of the triangle here. 4, 5, and that'll bring us to the third double crochet of the 5 double crochet in the next cluster. So at the top here in the center, in the third double crochet, we are going to do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. Like that. And then we're going to chain 3, skip the next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the next stitch. So again in the third double crochet of the 5 double crochet. Okay, like that. So we're going to repeat this all the way up here past here all the way to the next corner. In the next corner, we will finish our last group of two double crochet, chain 3 in between. Our last group of 2, we're going to finish it on top of the third cluster in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, the third one. This is where we're going to finish our last group of 2. Then I will meet you here. Okay, so here I am. I've made my way down to this corner here. I finished off onto the first corner, second, third corner. In the middle here, I've done my last group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between. And now we're ready for the side. So the side is very simple. Instead of groups of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between, we're just going to do 1 double crochet. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And here is our first, on top of our first triangle, double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 5 stitches in between. On top of our second triangle, in the middle here, 1 double crochet. So 5 stitches in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third double crochet of the 5 double crochet, just like before. In the middle here, 1 double crochet. Chain 3, skip 5 stitches, and do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same thing. On top of the next triangle in the middle, 1 double crochet, and repeat like this. Okay, so we're going to repeat all the way to the very end, to the next side. When we get to the next side, it'll be the same thing. We've finished our last triangle. On our first cluster in the corner of the 3 clusters, 1, 2, 3, in the middle on top of the first cluster, we will do our group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between. Then you will chain 3, and in the middle of the next one, so 5 stitches later, we will do our next group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between, then chain 3, and our next one, group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between, in our next middle here, the third one of the 5 double crochet. So same thing that we did here on this end, right? We're going to do that all the way to the end, and we're going to switch it once again into the, we're going to finish our last group of 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between on our third cluster, 1, 2, 3, the third cluster in the corner. On top of that will be our final 2 double crochet with chain 3 in between, and then following that, on top of our first triangle here, we will begin the 1 double crochet with chain 3, 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet, chain 3 to the very end. Okay, so we're going to repeat that, and I will meet you at the end of this round. At this point, I've decided to change my color from this to this other color for the remainder of the pattern, just to give it a contrast, but the change of color is completely optional to you. So here we are at the end of this round. I've done my last double crochet. I'm ready to connect it to the beginning chain 6. To connect, we're going to begin with a chain 1 and do a half double crochet into the third chain of beginning chain 6. So counting from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, the third chain of beginning chain 6, yarn over, complete a half double crochet into there, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Like this, and this connects our piece and finishes this round. So this is what my piece looks like at the end of this round. And also for this round that I just did, I changed my colors for it just to give it a contrast. The change of color is completely optional to you. So for the next round, we're going to begin with chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this acts as our first double crochet. Now we're going to do 3 more double crochet into the same space, so the same space that we just created, 3 double crochet into there, 1, 2, and 3. Like this. Now we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. So our next chain 3 space is here, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet onto the same chain 3 space. And then now we will do 7 double crochet into the next chain 3 space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain 3 space, 7 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, like this. and then we will do single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and in the next chain 3 space 7 double crochet. So that's going to be the pattern all the way around. In the next chain 3 space 7 double crochet, in the next chain 3 space single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all the way around. Even when you get to here, same thing, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, in the next chain 3 space 7 double crochet, in the next chain 3 space single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all the way around. So I'm going to meet you at the end of this round. Okay, now I wanted to point out this. If you do the end and you find that yours bunches up like this, you have to fix it at this stage. So you're going to have to redo the end and reduce some of these groups of 7 double crochets. So the way we're going to do it is very simple. If you look at mine, you'll see that it bunches here, here, and here. So we're going to take away a couple of them. So I'm going to take away one group and just in the middle here, no specific spot, I'm going to take away this group of 7 double crochet. So instead of the group of 7 double crochet, I'm going to replace it with a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So that also means that the 2 single crochet, chain 3, single crochet on either side of this 7 double crochet is going to be taken away as well. So we're just going to replace all of this with 1 single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in this space where the group of 7 used to be. Okay, so we're going to reduce it and take this away, and when we do that, if we fold it up here and just take a preliminary look, we can see that it shrinks it. So I want to do that here. I also want to do it at the top. So at the top, I'm going to reduce two spots though. This spot here, I'm going to take it away, and maybe this spot here, I'm going to take it away. And by doing that, that'll reduce it even more. And I'm going to take away one on this side over here as well, just because that's where the bunching tends to be. So wherever you see that bunching, that's where you want to take it away, and you're going to evaluate it, and you want it flat. Okay, so I'm going to reduce all of it now. Okay, so here's my spot. This is the one where I want to reduce it at. So I'm going to skip this next chain 3 space completely, work directly into the following chain 3 space, my single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Then I'm going to skip the next chain 3 space and work directly into the next chain 3 space. So skip this one, work into the following one, my 7 double crochet. Okay, so my piece looks like this. You'll have a little bit of slack at the back, but it's hardly noticeable. And you're going to continue doing your reductions where you need to do your reductions. Finish the end and judge it again. See if it's flat. If it's flat, continue with the side like normal. If it's not flat and you have to do some more reductions, feel free to go and do that. Okay, so here's my end. I've done my reductions. I ended up doing a reduction 1 on this side here. I did 4 reductions at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 reduction on the side here for a total of 6, and this smoothed my piece out a lot better. The amount of reductions you do will be subject to your own particular size. Okay, so now I'm just going to be continuing my project like normal till I get to the other end. At the other end, I'm going to do the same reductions to get it flat, and then I'm just going to continue and finish the round. So I'll meet you at the end of this round.